Okay, welcome back. In this tutorial, I'm going to introduce you to a concept in JavaScript known as template literals. So with template literals, right, we're essentially able to write a string, but it is a much more convenient way to embed or inject variables into a sentence or a string rather than using a lot of string concatenation. So let me just show you what I mean by this. I want to create a few variables. We're going to work with Superman today, right? So we're going to say let name equal Clark Kent. We'll say let age equal, maybe he's 34. Okay. And we'll say let workplace, camel case, equal, and he works at the Daily Planet. Okay. The Daily Planet. Okay, awesome. Now, what if I wanted to write a string using these variables and I said something like, Superman's real name is Clark Kent, he is 34, and he works at the Daily Planet. Well, let's look at how long this is going to be, right? So we'll call this sentence. So let's say let sentence, or text, we could say let text. Sentence is fine. Let sentence equal. Okay, I'm going to use double quotes. So I'm going to say, okay, Superman's real name is string concatenate on name, okay? And he is string concatenate again. He is age string concatenate again, years old, and his place of work, or we could say, and he works at. Then we add on here workplace, right? Now, let's just log this out to the console. Console.log sentence or variable. What have I been doing with my browser? Oh, grand. I haven't been on YouTube again. Watching the news. Okay, so Superman's real name is Clark Kent and he is 34 years old and he works at the Daily Planet. We need to have a little space there after Clark Kent. So there we go. There's a space, right? Now, look at how long that sentence is, right? So I'm going to show you a different way of doing this, and we're going to do this using string concatenation. So I'm going to comment that out, right? And what I'm going to do is, we're going to do this again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, we'll call it text this time, let text equal. And with string concatenation, what you do is, right, you press shift and then oops, no shift, apologies. Press the key to the left of number 1 on your keyboard. And what you're going to get is backticks. Okay, so these are backticks, okay? So this isn't an opening single quote or double quote. These are backticks. So again, on your keyboard, press the button to the left of the number 1, okay? And what this is a backtick. So the backticks allow us to create what is known as a template literal. So this here is a string. It's commented out, but it is a string. This here is a template literal. And what it allows us to do is, it allows us to embed using a dollar sign and curly braces variable names in a much more easy way. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to say, okay, Superman's real name is, right? This looks a bit weird at first. I promise you'll get used to it with practice. But to put in a variable, to inject or embed a variable into a template literal, we have our dollar sign and our curly braces. And what I can do is I can just type in name and then continue on with my sentence. So I can say Superman's real name is, and he is, so I want to embed or put in the variable age here. So again, we have our dollar sign and our curly braces, and he is age, years old, and he works at, curly braces with the dollar sign again. So dollar sign, curly braces. So with a template literal, so I've created a variable called text. I've assigned it the value of this template literal. The template literal open and closes with backticks, which you find to the left of number 1 on your keyboard. And it allows you to very easily put in variables into the template literal. Okay. So what you do is you have the text, but if you want to put in a variable inside of a template literal, um, all you need to do is just have your $sign, your curly braces, okay? So this bit of text here, it is a bit shorter than the first one, even though text technically is a shorter word than sentence. But if I just save and refresh, so I am allowed to, create a variable called sentence because this sentence here is commented out. JavaScript is just ignoring it, okay? So let sentence equal this template literal, okay? And if we log that out to the console, we should get the same result basically. So it still works for us. Superman's real name is Clark Kent, and he's 34 years old, and he works at the Daily Planet. Okay, awesome. So that, my friends, is a template literal in JavaScript. To be honest, it's just an easier way of writing, basically code. So you see here we have the variable names there. So what we could do is we could just say, if you want to be more descriptive, hero name, hero age, and hero workplace. You will have to update that then inside of here. So hero name, hero age. We're just being descriptive, that's all. Hero age. And then hero workplace. So hero workplace. Okay, and just make sure you spell the variables correctly. Okay, awesome. So basically, it's just a more convenient way for basically putting variables into some sort of string of text. Remember, technically, this variable has been assigned the value of a template literal. So it's a template literal, but it's very useful if you think about it. Imagine if, someone's logging into YouTube and you're saying, like, hi, name, I hope you're having a nice day. You'd be able to basically get their name, get them to fill in a form. So now you store their name in a variable, and you're able to then put this out onto the screen for them. Okay, awesome. So we've been working quite a bit with strings now and template literals and all that sort of stuff the last few tutorials. We're going to dive now a bit more into working with other data types, such as numbers and Boolean, over the next few tutorials. So I'll see you then. Okay, awesome.